Okay, so when opportunity knocks you right upside your head and you can't even miss it, Miss Tamisha, you better get on down, honey. You better get on down. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13, Episode 3, which is actually the third part of the first episode. It's actually what it is. Look, our first episode is broken out into 3 parts. I am so here for it. We got the second set of 6 girls. What was it, 7 in the first place, 6 this session. And they're going to do their thing. Basically, kind of the same thing, but not the exact same thing. But we did do the fashion show, the song, choreography, and lyric, and the second fashion show. Same thing. I was here for it. I was here for it. I was like, I wonder if I'm going to get bored with the fact that we're kind of seeing the same show again with just different girls, but it didn't get bored. You know what? I keep telling you all, RuPaul is a marketing genius. She just is. It just kind of is what it is. Love Ru. Anyway, so the first set of girls then coined themselves the winner circle, and they're just chilling, and they're already talking smack and chilling. So we get the second group. They roll through. First, we had this one little section where the girl, they do this all the time, and it just, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm here for, you know I love my girls, and I'm here for it. And if the girls decide to do a little kai thing, that girl, find love. I promise you, if I ever make it on the show, the only thing I'm going to ever find on the show is more skills, networking, and fame. That's all. I am not going to find love on RuPaul's Drag Race. I promise you. I have no intention of laying with any of my sisters. Girl, do you perform? You do shows? Okay, girl. Girl, what we get ready to do? Bitch, if you don't get out of my face and get over there and sit down, honey. Girl, you can't even work the light switch while I do what I do with somebody else. It definitely won't be you, honey. Are you? Girl, get out. Get out of here, honey. Every season, honey, they be, oh, it's the trade. Ain't none of y'all trade. Stop it. Stop. Stop. It's not funny. It's it just ain't my thing. I'm here for all the girls that do it. Hey, go for it. I want everybody to fall in love, but I ain't falling in love with no other drag queen. That's just the way it's gonna be. Anyway, so I was just like, I sat through there and I was yuck, put a Mr. Yuck sticker on it for me. And I move on. Mini challenge. Lady and the Vamp fashion show. 2 looks. First look is Lady. Second look is a Vamp. Okay? Let's go. So, first thing. The girls were starting to get painted. And we find out we got a slowpoke. Miss Kimora takes a long time to get dressed. Because she is just that. She is a looks queen. Now, I will say this about Miss Kimora. Miss Kimora is no joke. Miss Kimora is no joke. Do you understand me? She is that girl when it comes to these looks. Her clothes are very expensive. Very expensive. She knows what works for her. That bitch got a sample rack body. She could shop off the rack like a little woman. And all of that, and I'm telling you, she was busting out with Bob Mackie and McQueen and all these designer pieces, and all of that is great. But I wouldn't care. You could put $1 million on a bitch that looks good. If that bitch is not talented and ain't got no personality, don't nobody give a damn. Because we all gave up playing with Barbie dolls years ago. So, girl, it only lasts for about an episode. And then after that, it's given, girl, what's next? What else can you do, honey, other than dress up? We all dress up. We all, you put together enough money, honey, we can all have a Mackie. Now what? What else you gonna do? So, that's what that was given. But anyway, so she takes long. She was talking about upwards of like 5 hours getting painted. I was like, 5 hours? Okay, girl. Rue says she take that long, but she be chit-chatting and eating, and other people is doing it, and, she be doing what she's Rue. Girl, you aren't afforded 5 hours to paint. So that was like, this is going to be her thing. The girls were all lined up, honey, and this hoe was still painting. I said, Lord have mercy. That would have scared me to death. That would have scared me to death. Like, literally not being ready. And I come from the pageant world. So, I did pageants early on in my drag career. So, I know, baby, a category will go off without you, bitch. And you'll be done paid your money, bought all this shit, and you just missed the whole category. So, ain't no way you going to even place. Missing the whole category. So, girl, that's how they deal with you. Don't nobody be playing. It's a business. It's professional. It's business. So it's ridiculous for them to be lining up and you still painting. Girl, you're ridiculous. And then this is the marathon of pageants. Like, what are you talking about? Like, girl, please. It's crazy. Anyhow. And I was really wondering, did they really put 20 on 10 with this and elevate it for the show? Or was this hoe really that far behind? And her paint ain't really doing all that. Bitch look good now. The bitch look good, but her paint ain't all that detailed. Now I can understand if Utica was still painting. She's very theatrical and all that. But girl, you just got on a beat like you ready to go on down on the block, girl. Anyway, moving on. Let's go to the lady part of the show. Denali, her stockings was too big. Did you see her stockings gathering? So what kind of stockings is those? They weren't like pantyhose. They were like skaters' stockings, and they were bunching up. I said, "Girl, you giving me Mama's family at the stocking, girl?" But okay, Joey J, listen, this bitch. Miss Joey J, honey, that's a pretty bitch. You hear me? And she was giving me very much vibes. When she came out, honey, I looked at her and I said, we are young. Honey, she was giving me Joan Jett. She was giving me Pat Benatar. She's giving me very rock and roll rocker chick. And, she don't do a wig. She's got her own hair and she just does color, like spray color or whatever in her hair and makes her hair different colors. She's giving me pink, all of that. And, you have to be an extremely pretty boy to really pull off one of those rocker chick looks, and you are a man. So we're looking at a really pretty bitch here. And I'm telling you, baby, that face, her paint was flawless. Flawless. Because she did not look like a man at all. You see man nowhere. Just pretty bitch. Rocker chick down. I was totally here for it. I said, come on through here, Legend of Billie Jean, honey. So I'm living for her no wig, her fierce ass paint. And it wasn't even all that theatrical. It was just, she was just MTV ready. She really was. That bitch could have walked right onto the red carpet for the MTV Music Awards and nobody would have even turned around and paid no man. They'd have been like, get her picture and let's go. Bitch was done. She's sharp. Then we got Rose. Rose had on a hand-painted dress. It was hand painted. It was very whimsical, very very Andy Warhol-esque. So, you know, we're always here for that. Anything nostalgic, we're here for. Nostalgia is drag. It is what it is. Really groovy. She turned around to the back, and her purse was the R, had the R on it, and it spelled her name across her ass. It was cool. You know, I'm all here for a hand painted dress. That's art. It's art. Anyway, moving on. Miss Tamisha. Y'all know I'm Team Tamisha Iman, honey. I done already told y'all. Team Tamisha Iman, honey. Tamisha Iman, honey. Psh, 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 don't. Y'all better quit playing, honey. 49. 49 showed up, honey. Showed you girls how to do it, honey. That bitch just looked like money. Money. Clean, clean, clean. And this was the color, honey. Miss Tamisha Iman, honey. I said, come through, sis. Lace, dramatic, over top, honey, and little pants, little titty, honey. Mother was done. I said, yes, Tamisha. And you know, she does make all her clothes and her costumes. I was like, girl. And at the time, we didn't realize they really had their eye on her, but they was looking. They was peeping her style and her aesthetic. Hey, listen, like I said, I've been following Tamisha since the early 90s. I know what the bitch gives. So I was here for it. I was like, come on through, sis. So then we go, and Miss Utica comes in. Miss Utica gave you Maud, honey, and it was the 60s, and she had balls on her dress. I am liking Utica. Now, y'all know I wasn't crazy about Thorgy. I like Thorgy. I like what Thorgy's aesthetic is, but I don't get so... It's like that whole New York thing. I'm used to it. So, you know, I've been around a long time. So I'm used to it, but it don't knock me out. You know, I'm the whole party queen, the whole that thing. I'm like, okay, cool. I know the work that goes into it, so I have a real respect for it. But I don't usually just go up for it. I do like weird queens though. Like I love Milk. Y'all know I love Milk. You all know that I absolutely um, I adored my girl Nina from season one, honey. Miss Nina Flowers, bitch. See that's my type of shit right there. Utica is giving me something, whatever it is. I'm liking Utica. I like her aura. I like her. I think she honestly is a very nice queen. And then there was a little piece in there that they end up talking to her on the runway later in the show, and she is 7 Day Adventist, and they talk to her. You know, she's a Christian background, and she's very into her spirituality, and it exudes. It exudes. You can see it all over. You really can just see God all over her, and it was refreshing to me. I like Utica. I really do. I like her, and I think that she is genuine. I don't think she's putting on. I think she genuinely is just a nice person. She has a beautiful smile, and when they flash that camera on her, baby, and she get to smiling, she just makes you feel good. So listen, I've become a fan of Utica, and she just is weird, but I like what she gives. Now I laughed at her girl when she screwed it down, and she was like, "I said, girl, now that's nasty." So. About all that. Girl, no dress. Now, you got to act like a woman, Utica, or I'm going to read you. But I like you, bitch. I like you, bitch. I think you're groovy, bitch. But you don't be pumping and stuff and opening your legs with no dress on, whore. Now, get that together. But, you know, that's her fun stuff. But she do. That bitch could light up a room with her smile. She really can. She really, really can. I said, I like her. And then she's larger than life because bitch is like 9 feet tall. So she's like, you know, she's there. I likes me some Utica, honey. So anyway, then we get Miss Kamor. She got together. She got out there. And for some reason, she just gave me United Kingdom money. That's what I wrote in my notes. When she walked out, I wrote, that's giving me UK money. And I like it. Very, very tea time, honey. Beautiful, beautiful circular skirt, fitted jacket. The bitch had a fascinator. The bitch she was clean. She looked like money, but it just looked like United Kingdom money for whatever reason. That's just what, like I said, that's what I wrote in my notes. I liked it, and it was good. It was pretty, and it was white. I said, "Come on, girl." She ain't had no smudge makeup on her collar, and bitch looked like money, like she walked right off the pages of a magazine. I said, "Come on, girl." But again, that will only take you but so far. Moving on. So let's do the vamp part. They come back, baby. Miss Denali. I loved the makeup and the hair. Very dramatic, very dark. Um, yeah, I liked it. Joey J, again, whole rock star thing. Maybe that hair and that makeup was like, bitch. And again, she just did some different color with the hair, but and the makeup was a little more dramatic, and it was like, girl, chains. And I said, girl, Miss Joey J, honey. And Joey J came out giving you Jessie J, honey. And I was like, yes. It was cool. Miss Rose rolled out, honey, in a whole McQueen-esque little situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, their fashion show, by far. The first fashion show was cool. By far, baby. Their fashion show. Both fashion shows. The beginning one and the end, they slayed them. I said, girl, y'all don't get too comfortable, honey, what y'all trying to call the loser circle. Y'all better watch out, honey. Y'all better watch out. These girls is coming for blood. Then Miss Tamisha came out, baby, and that bitch gave you a whole full gown of bundles of hair and rhinestones. So very Atlanta, Georgia. So very Atlanta, Georgia. It was so very Warner Brothers, honey, hair show. So very African American queen, honey. And all the little African American little gags that we pull, honey. You know the African American girls will pull a hair garment, honey, and let you have it. Let you have it. We play in hair shows and stuff. We do that stuff. So I was here. You know, I was living my fantasy, honey. So that was like my cross between y'all. Know I'm a cosmetologist, so I live for hair shows. And then, you know, I'm a drag queen. So, baby, Miss Tamisha gave me everything I needed. And then it was given very a nod to Elvira. She had Elvira's hair, baby. I said, well, where's Algonquin, honey? For those of y'all who don't know who Algonquin is, that's Miss Elvira's dog, honey. His name is Algonquin. Her little punk rock dog, honey. His name is Algonquin. Funny, I know some queens, honey, that look like Algonquin. But anyway, it was so cute. She had it all together. I loved it. Miss Kimura come back, baby. This time, baby, more money, honey. Mugler. I said, girl, this is just Mugler, honey. I said, this bitch. This bitch. Whose bank account you playing in? I said, but okay, come on, sis. Then Utica came, and I loved it. It was very theater, very costume. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it, and it gave me very Stevie Nicks, honey. Stand back, stand back. I said, come on, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. I like it. No, I'm sorry. That was the Stevie Nicks was the last costume. This one was just very theatrical, and it was giving you the hair gave me Hocus Pocus. It was Hocus Pocus. It was Bette Midler's hair, baby, from Hocus Pocus, along mixed up with a little bit of the Queen of Hearts, honey, from Alice in Wonderland, honey. Very theatrical, very movie theatrics, not stage theatrics, very movie theatrics. So that was what that gave. I'll talk about the other one later. Okay, so I'm running too fast. All right, so we had Nicole Byer, who was the guest judge, which I love when she comes because she is truly a RuPaul Drag Race super fan. And she's funny. She's a comedian. She has this comedic timing, and she just says shit that's funny as hell. But, okay, so their song was Phenomenon, okay? RuPaul's song, Phenomenon. They had to do their verse, do their choreography. 3 of the girls actually do choreography, plus Tamisha. Tamisha played the back, okay? So this is where I was like, okay, and I felt like she was holding out. And then she stepped in, and she kind of started help because they was running out of time and they was bumping heads. And she came in and they respected Tamisha. See, I knew it was going to go one way or the other. They're going to give her, oh, bitch, you're old. You're an old bitch. You know how the young girls are. You an old bitch. Girl, go ahead. Don't be trying to tell us nothing, girl, with your old ass. Why is you even here, you old bitch? It would either go that way or it would be more of a whole motherly thing. And that's what you started seeing. Right away, Kimora started kind of listening to Tamisha. And you could see her kind of looking toward to me. Like I could see it already. She's kind of leaning toward Tamisha in that whole mother, that I need a drag mother thing is going on. And I'm like, I know how that works, honey. Been there, done that. So I'm seeing that with her. She takes solace in the thing. Like she's taking everything Tamisha says to heart. Everything. She's listening. She's wide open to whatever Tamisha will give her. And I said, girl, you doing something good for yourself because you got some things that you're going to need to work on. And she would definitely be able to help you with those things. But keep in mind, y'all are competing. But I don't think Tamisha is like shady or anything like that. So she'll be fine. But yeah, I think she will walk away from the show with, she already has a drag mother, but I think she'll walk away from the show where she's learned some other things. Surely her drag mother is different than Tamisha, okay? There is a difference between, yeah. There's always a difference between, yeah. Y'all get what I'm saying. Anyway, but yeah, so she was holding out. This is the other thing. And it came up later on. Being a person that followed Tamisha so long, age will change some things about what you can do and what you can't do. She is also only 1 year away from her chemo and all of this stuff, okay? And her cancer battle. There's certain things Tamisha just isn't going to be able to do, okay? Tamisha is the bitch that will hit the stage and you will hear the beat drop and then be given Tamisha Iman, Tamisha Iman, and that bitch just jump up in the air, spin in the air, and fall into a goddamn full-out split. That was Tamisha Iman, okay? That's the Tamisha Iman that I fell in love with and fall. Now, at 49, some of that shit she probably would still be able to do. But y'all can trust me when I tell you, coming up off of chemo, ain't no jump ups, and no splits, and all that bullshit. Trust me. Your bone marrow and everything is attacked. That damn chemo ain't no joke. It took me months to be comfortable in my heels. Months to literally be, and I still have moments, where, because I'm a boy. So I'm not in my heels all the time. You're not, my steps are definitely more thought out these days, and I'm 5 years out. My battle was in 2015. She is only 1 year in. I remember the 1 year point. Maybe I was stepping light. You know what I mean? So some things she just isn't going to be able to do, and I hope they don't try to hold it against her. And Sassy, it's going to be that real thin, fine line about, are you holding back? No. Some things just are not possible. They just aren't possible. I don't give a damn how you chalk it up. Girl, it ain't worth getting balled up about. I don't think we'll be seeing Tamisha falling in any death drops and shit like that. Meanwhile, she's one of the girls that brought that shit to life. She's the ones that put that shit on the map. But her death dropping days is over, honey. You don't want to see her do a death drop for real, honey. So I hope she don't even be trying to attempt all that crazy shit. I think she know better, child. But she ain't gonna just fall to the wayside now. But girl, I'm telling you, she's one of the first girls I see do the jump up in the air, honey, and then the split, and it be smooth like somebody put grease on it, bitch. Miss that Tamisha, honey. Y'all look her up, honey. Some of her stuff is on YouTube. Go search her. Miss Tamisha wasn't no joke. And she talked about her daughter. Honey, she has a daughter with a viral video. It was a queen that fell out the ceiling, dressed as a superhero, into a split. Honey, that. But no, them Iman bitches wasn't no joke back in the day. And she still ain't no joke. But just some things are just not going to be possible. So, anyway, we'll see about all that. When it comes to the performance of the song, as far as the rap, strangely enough, I thought Utica had the best rap. And Joey was like so sharp. And her look was, again, punk rock, but it was like a camouflage. And it was like watching Pink. She very much gave me Pink, honey. I was like, I see you, bitch. I see you. But again, now, when they got up on the stage, it was a whole little situation. It was a situation because they went and they pulled all her looks. And when they put them on the screen, as we were watching, it was like, yeah, Joey, yeah. But when they put it as a whole, it was like, damn, girl, you really did kind of like pull the exact same look just with variations. Nah, you're going to have to change that up, sis. You're going to have to pull some wigs out the bag, and you're going to have to do some things. Love that look, love the aesthetic, but it's got to be more stuff. It's got to be more stuff. And I definitely understand that because I have an actual aesthetic. I do. I have a total aesthetic, and that will be one of my things because Milan is specific. She is specific, she's specific. So that's where I will have to really stretch into other things. I've done other things, but I have a strong aesthetic. My aesthetic is what it is. So whatever. I definitely understand what's going on with Joey. Anyhow, so that was cool. That was that. The last runway was called We're Here, We're Sheer. So it was a sheer, anything in a sheer look. Denali was just whatever. Joey J was very cute. She did this whole, it was like a bodysuit and she had a poncho and it was sheer and it was sequins and fringe. I was like, oh, Miss Thing, you better do it, honey. Black, sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Kimora, again, that bitch just looked like money. Just looked like money. Tamisha gave you straight cold Dynasty. It was straight. It was a gown very much like the stuff that RuPaul wears. It had the ruffle. It was like a ruffle turned on its side, and it was all horsehair trimmed so it stood up at the bottom and stood up at the top. And then it was like it was very, very gorgeous. It was very elegant. It gave you Mommy Dearest. It gave you Dynasty. That bitch, it was very that. And baby, it's the first time this has ever happened. Because Ru usually just don't go up about nobody's actual fare. But she was given this dress, Miss Thing. And I understood it because it is that aesthetic of what that say. Ru is very specific. And her aesthetic. And that's the funny part about this competition. I don't think Ru could win her own competition. Quite honestly. I don't. As much as I love her, I don't believe she could win. If she was a contestant on Drag Race, she couldn't win. She's very specific. She's done a lot of, like, all these little things or things that she's done. But these girls, honey, she couldn't win at this point. They would run her over in her own competition. It just is what it is, And there's no shame in that. Shit, she bitch created the game. Anyway. So Ru went in, they was going in over the dress. And Tamisha was like sitting there. She didn't gush at it. She was just like, she was shocked. She was like, yeah, I make all my own things. If you think that was not the beginning of a lot of orders, I promise you, Ru and Tamisha will be doing some business together. Because the way that she went up, Ru, well, you can see it all in her face. Her and Michelle, baby, they went up over the gown. All of them, Ross, they went up over that gown. I was like, I, I, I see why. I see why. Um, I liked it, but I definitely see why they went. That it was completely Rue's aesthetic. Then the workmanship in the gown was everything. It was everything. So, very good. Utica came out, and now they weren't crazy about Utica's outfit, but I was. It gave you Coven Witch. It really did, and I did. When she came, that's when I was like, stand back, stand back. I was like, girl, you are giving me, totally giving me Stevie Nicks' guest appearance on American Horror Story Coven. It was everything for me. I was like, come on, Miss Utica. I loved it. And then it was the whole witch vibe. And that's when they actually talked to her about her whole faith and Jesus. She said, Jesus is the bomb, honey. I was like, yes, he is, girl. And it was just so refreshing for them to even touch that. For them to touch that. It stopped me. I was like, wow, okay. Okay. I was here for it. I mean, I know I feel that way. But there's a lot. That's a whole conversation. That'll open up a whole nother conversation because there's people that will argue you down and tell you that Jesus doesn't love us. And I will argue with you and tell you, yes, he does. Proof being, I'm sitting here talking to you now. If he didn't, I'd have been gone in 2015 and probably before that. So that is a lie. He loves all. Do you understand? ALL. All of his children. And you can take that to any bank and cash it. Moving on, we ain't gonna get too deep, but I'm sure that opened up a conversation in a lot of homes. Anyway, moving on. The two that got picked was Denali and Rose. So they had to go back and forth over Britney Spears. If you see, what was the name of the song? If You See Me, whatever. It was a Britney Spears song, child. It was cool. It was cool. It was cool. It was a cool little battle, and Denali actually won, and everybody else stayed. So that was it. That's what went down. It was another good episode. I am really enjoying myself. 3 episodes, which is usually just 1 episode, but I was here for it. And we really did get to learn the girls. Like, we've seen them. We've seen, yeah, we've seen a lot in the last 3 weeks. So I think shit's gonna get tight next week. Just for some reason, I got a feeling that a multiple elimination is coming. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comments. Do you think that a multiple elimination is coming? I don't know why. Nothing that they said. I didn't see, I won't even watch the previews for the following week. I cut it off before they even come up. Because a lot of times I don't even mess with Untucked either. Because I don't want to know. I'll go back and watch Untucked later. But something tells me a multiple elimination is coming. Y'all put it in the chat. Tell me what you think in the comments. Rather not the chat in the comments. We're not live. In the comments, tell me, do you think that possibly multiple elimination is coming? Anyway, having fun. I'll see you guys next week. Later.